It's not about talent. It's not about size. It's about will. Greatness. It's not how you perform in the spotlight when all the cameras are flashing and the fans are screaming your name. It's how you perform in the dark when no one is watching.
And hello, everybody. I'm Mark Jones alongside Jay Billis. It is a huge night rife with anticipation for all 14 NBA lottery teams. The question that begs is, at the end of the night, which team will end up and go home with the #1 pick? And Jay, this year it seems like there is a strong consensus for Blake Griffin of Oklahoma as the #1 pick. Is he going to be the #1 pick?
I think he will be the #1 pick. He's such a physical specimen. I mean, he's like RoboCop. He never changes demeanor. He plays hard all the time and plays above the rim all the time. He's a super athlete, just a freak athlete, really, that's physically imposing. He's explosive, he is strong, and he's a great finisher. He's got outstanding hands. He's got great feet, mobility. Now, he's got to improve his shot. He's got to improve his post game. He's got to improve his defense a little bit. But he works so hard, and he's got the aptitude and the ability. And better yet, he's got the attitude for it.
Who's the #2 pick, though, going down the list?
You know, it'll probably wind up being Ricky Rubio, the 18-year-old point guard from Spain. But I've got Hasheem Thabeet up there as well because he's got a special skill. He can block and he can change shots. You take a look at the top 5 of my best available list. You can see Thabeet and Rubio are right there at 2 and 3. Jordan Hill of Arizona, #4, and Tyreke Evans, the freshman from Memphis, who can play the point guard position, long-armed, very good offensively. He's at #5. But Hasheem Thabeet, he can block and change shots inside of 10 feet. He can make you change the way you attack the basket offensively, but he's going to need some time to develop, especially as an offensive player. But Ricky Rubio, he's ready to play right away. Needs to get stronger. He's not a great athlete, but a very smart player. He is poised. He can really pass it and really handle it. When he improves his shooting, he's a surefire NBA star when he gets to the league and gets some time to develop. 6 through 10, you've got some guards there and a very skilled big guy at #10 in Earl Clark out of Louisville. Johnny Flynn, a point guard. But take a look at DeMar DeRozan, the freshman out of Southern Cal. He is 6'6". He can get out in transition. He is an explosive athlete. He has to improve his shooting, and he's got to mature as a player. But I think in 5 years, we could look back and say, hey, maybe DeMar DeRozan wasn't taken quite as high as he should have been. 11 through 14, we're talking about guards, starting with Eric Maynor of VCU, a pure point guard, mature, a great floater in the lane. He plays with pace. Brandon Jennings and Ty Lawson, great speed. And then Drew Holiday from UCLA, a guy who is going to need some time also to develop, but who's got an awful lot of potential and could wind up playing the point guard position in the NBA.
A lot of talented, seemingly, point guards in your top picks. All right, so the time has come, and here's NBA Deputy Commissioner Adam Silver to reveal the final order for the 2009 NBA Draft. Adam?
Thank you, Mark, and good luck, everyone. The 14th pick goes to the Phoenix Suns.
The Suns averaged 109 points a game this year for the 4th time in the last 5 seasons, leading the league.
The 13th pick will be made by the Indiana Pacers.
The Pacers have never had the first pick, but have selected #2 overall 3 times, including the late Wayman Tisdale in '85.
The 12th pick belongs to the Charlotte Bobcats.
Things holding to form so far. The Bobcats have yet to make the playoffs, however, did win a franchise-high 35 games last year.
Picking number 11 will be the New Jersey Nets.
Last year, the Nets selected Brook Lopez. With the 10th pick, he ended up all-rookie first team.
The 10th pick in the draft will go to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Things still holding to form. Hey, 40 years ago, the Bucks selected Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the #1 pick.
The 9th pick will be made by the Toronto Raptors.
Last week, Brian Colangelo removed the interim tag from Jay Triano, officially naming him head coach.
The 8th pick goes to the New York Knicks.
Things holding to form. The Knicks have had 8 consecutive losing seasons, but did win 9 more games under Mike D'Antoni.
The 7th pick will be made by the Golden State Warriors.
The Warriors were the youngest team in the NBA and used more starting lineups than anyone else last year.
Pick number 6 belongs to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
That means that the Memphis Grizzlies have moved into the top 3.
Pick number 5 goes to the Washington Wizards.
That means that Oklahoma City and the Clippers have moved into the top 3.
And the 4th pick in the 2009 NBA draft goes to the Sacramento Kings.
So the team with the largest chance of getting the number 1 pick falls to number 4. And then there were 3. The Memphis Grizzlies, the Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Los Angeles Clippers.
The 3rd pick in this year's draft will be made by the Oklahoma City Thunder. The 2nd pick goes to the Memphis Grizzlies. And that means the number 1 pick in the 2009 NBA draft will be made by the Los Angeles Clippers.
It'll be the 3rd time that the Clippers get the number 1 selection. Prior, they selected Danny Manning in '88 and Michael Olowokandi in 1998, 10 years later. And here, 11 years later, an opportunity perhaps at Blake Griffin. Let's go over to Lisa Salters, who's joined right now by Andy Roser of the Clippers. Lisa?
Thank you very much, Mark. Andy, congratulations to you. Once you got down to those final 2 there, what were you thinking?
I just didn't want to see our logo for one more time. It's a great day for us. Thank you.
So just between you and I, now that you have the number 1 pick, who are you taking? Just between us.
Just between us? Can you keep a secret?
Yes, I can.
Good, because so can I. I think it's a great day for Clipper fans, and we're very happy, and I know we're going to get a great player, and someone's going to help our franchise for a very, very long time. As soon as we're done here, I'm going to be on the phone with Coach Dunleavy, and we're going to start talking about that.
All right,
but
thank you.
It's a great day.
Thank you, and congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Mark.
All right, thanks a lot, Lisa. The Los Angeles Clippers had a 17.7% chance of landing the number 1 pick. They end up number 1, Memphis number 2, Oklahoma City number 3. Sacramento had a 25% chance, falling all the way to number 4, followed by the Wizards, and on down to 14. So when you look at the Los Angeles Clippers, a team that this year, Jay, missed the playoffs, had a lot of injuries. Baron Davis was in and out of the lineup. How does Blake Griffin potentially fit into the Clippers?
You know, I think Blake Griffin would fit in with anybody. He's such a great player and a great prospect. He's got the ability, I think, to come in and play right away because he's such a great athlete. But you take a look at their lineup. You've got guys like Zach Randolph coming off the bench as a power forward. Yeah, you've got Marcus Camby, who plays the center position. Chris Kaman also. I think Blake Griffin would fit in very well with them, and he'll be able to play right away because he is so physical, he is so athletic, and I think he'll improve his offensive game as soon as he gets up there and he's allowed to work on it.
Well, Blake Griffin was on the West Coast in San Francisco training for the last 5 weeks with Bob Hill, former NBA coach. And right now, we'd like to bring in Blake Griffin from across the river, joining us from New York City. And Blake, what were your thoughts as you watched the draft and the Clippers' name came up as the number 1 team with the opportunity to pick you?
Yeah, I was obviously excited. You know, just being presented the opportunity to be able to play in the NBA, something that's been a dream for so long. You know, it's a great feeling, and you know, I'm going to try to make the best out of whatever situation I'm put in.
Bob Hill, the former coach, compares you favorably to Karl Malone at the respective same time of his career to yours. What kind of impact do you think you can make in your first year?
Hopefully I can make a big impact. You know, I'm going to come in and try to learn as much as I can on the fly, and hopefully help the team out in many ways as I can.
All right, Blake, thanks a lot for joining us, and good luck. We will see you on June 25th on ESPN for the NBA draft from New York.
Thank you very much.
Well, an interesting night here from Secaucus, New Jersey. The Los Angeles Clippers end up with the number 1 pick for the 3rd time in franchise history.